Okay. And we're back to the program. Our next guests, very exciting. We're welcoming Leroy and Holly Schutz, and they were featured on the cover of Colorado's Best Kitchens magazine. I believe it was spring 21. Gosh, I know they'll know. But this beautiful kitchen that was featured not only in the cover, but it was a big 6-page article about the kitchen and the journey that it takes to get your dream kitchen. So we're revisiting to see how things are going. Leroy, Holly, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mark.
Well, we're so excited you were able to join us. And so I've actually been to the house because, of course, I do in-home cooking classes and dinner parties. So I was able to come and cook in the home. So I've seen it firsthand. It is just, I got to tell you, it is just gorgeous. Better in person it is in the pictures.
Yeah, thank you. We love the kitchen. It just turned out so well.
Yeah, so we have a saying here, and that is, it's not a remodel until you take a wall down. So I know you took some walls down. Tell our listeners about that process and some of the surprises throughout the construction that you discovered.
Yeah, okay. We did indeed take a wall down, a few walls down. One of the main things that we did was we took the pantry out completely. That was on the edge of our kitchen. And when we took that out, the guy who did our job for us found all kinds of sort of tied off electrical things, some plumbing related things, just kind of surprises that the kitchen had back in the younger days that we didn't know because it was all kind of finished off with sheetrock and paint and whatnot. But we took the pantry out, and we're happy to get that out of the way and open up some space. But then in the process, we also found that there was a bathroom in there at one time. And so it seemed kind of odd that they would have a bathroom in just right close to the kitchen, like a powder bathroom. But and so we were happy that was all sealed off and out of the way. And that was one surprise. The next surprise that we saw was we had, and we couldn't figure out why, but we had these false walls that stuck out a little bit. And maybe it was all because of the can lighting underneath the cabinetry, or right near the cabinetry. And so when our construction person opened them up and shined a camera inside, he could see that there was nothing in the way there that meant that we needed to keep those walls there. So there were actually 2 walls that gave us an extra 2 feet on one side and an extra 1 foot on the other side. And that really opened up some space for us. We're super happy about that.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Because your home is a mid-1980s build, I understand?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so I think that was just the trend back then was make it feel cozy. We always talk about this, that older homes, they had a lot of rooms, and that was a benefit to a real estate listing. They didn't know how to market an open floor plan or big spacious kitchens. So that's fun, and that's fun that your existing pantry or your previous pantry was a bathroom, and now it's just kitchen space. That's a great journey. Okay, so what were the must-haves for your kitchen project?
Yeah, we had lots of must-haves, and I'll kind of quickly go through them. But one of the must-haves that we had was we wanted a big island. And the island wasn't just something that we wanted to put some granite material on. And I'm a geologist, retired geologist. So Holly put me in charge of finding the right granite slab. So we went to several different places, looked at thousands of different slabs. And I mean that true, literally in the literal thousands of slabs, because you can find a slab or two, and then from there on, it's a process of elimination. If you can't find anything better than the one you found, then you just keep moving on. So we were able to move through just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of slabs. And in the process, we had a really cool geology lesson, just looking at what was available out there. So the one we ended up with was had basically three colors to it, and the colors were very similar to the cabinetry too. So it was a high-grade metamorphic granite from Brazil, and it had some really cool garnets and kyanites and marbles and things like that. I won't bore you with too much geology, but it's fun stuff. And so that was a big deal. We wanted a big enough slab to make it a big gathering place. The next thing that was really important is, and keep in mind that I'm really talking for Holly, because she's the one who really found the majority of all these other things and played the massive, huge role in building this kitchen with the people that we combined. And so she's got a little bit of a froggy throat, so I'm talking for her. The next thing that was a must-have for us was we had a glass cooktop electric stove, and Holly, for the longest time, has always wanted a gas top stove, and so we got that, and it just thrilled her. So she's got all these burners, 6 burners, and she's got we've got a griddle in the middle, 2 burners, so she can make quesadillas and
grilled cheese sandwiches,
and all French toast and whatnot. So she's loving that gas stovetop. Another one that we really like is the microwave oven and warming drawer combination. So that was a big one. It's a wall oven, and it's got 3 rolling racks, and she's just really loving the way that came out. It was a must-have for us, and it worked out really well. Another one was that another must-have.
And I understand you went with Thermador appliances?
Yeah, everything. Mm-hmm. It was all Thermador. We thought Thermador brought some high quality.
And good price point as well.
And a good price point for us, and we've been nothing but happy with it ever since then. So, something that was another must-have, Chef Mark, was that when we took out the pantry, we worried a little bit about space. Where are we going to put the pantry? How are we going to reconfigure that? And so, with the big island we got and the deep cabinets and tall cabinets, we were able to not only make up for the space that we lost, but we think we actually added some space too. So that was really nice.
Yeah, it sounds like you've modernized that space and really brought it into not only modernize it, but it's also, I think, a classic design that won't age quickly, that it will match the house for many, many, many years to come.
Yeah, we think so too. It's a farmhouse, a modern farmhouse style, and it fits well with us, but the big space that we have just fits really nicely.
Yeah, and I understand you worked with Caruso Cabinets. How did you feel when you heard that your kitchen made the cover of Colorado's Best Kitchens magazine?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, I'm sorry that Holly can't chime in on this one, but we were literally just blown away. We couldn't believe it, because when we notified the folks at the place where we bought our appliances, the gal there said, one of these days, I'd like to get a picture of the way your kitchen came out. And so we said, okay, well, no problem. And when it was done, we sent her a picture. She says, oh my God, you've got to enter this into the Colorado's Best Kitchens volume. And so she was the Fine Lines appliance rep, and she got somebody to come out here and take photographs for a couple of hours or so. And so they finished up and left, and we really didn't hear much of, that happened sometime in July, and we didn't hear anything for till December. And so we just thought, oh, well, it was nice. We love our kitchen, and we're happy that they at least wanted to consider us and take photos of the kitchen. And then we found out because Caruso sent Holly a copy of the photo on the front cover of the magazine of Colorado's Best Kitchens, and it just knocked us out. So we were thrilled, jumping up and down and celebrating, and we couldn't have been any happier. And then we kind of cruised through the volume and read up on not just our kitchens, but the other kitchens in there, because there's some beautiful kitchens in there. And so we were just happy that ours, was able to make it to the top. And we read the kind of the documentary part about how it was built, and how Holly had a kind of a board, kind of a dream board. And I know everything in the questionnaire that she answered was really well written. And so, we were thrilled. And so we've had a chance to show it off to our friends, of course, and we've show it off to you and have you come by for a cooking lesson for us. And just wonderful. We're still thrilled, and our friends, every time, the friends that have never seen it before, when they walk in and see our kitchen, they're just blown away too. So, the experience was priceless.
Well, wonderful. And one last question. What do you love most about your new kitchen?
Well, that's a tough one to say, because there's almost everything about it. But I think the one thing that Holly would say, if she could speak without a frog in her throat, would be that she just loves the big island setting and all of the appliance set up around it. And so she can do canning and Christmas cookies and Palisade peaches and all of this. But probably most importantly is that the kitchen tends to be the gathering place for everything and everyone when you have people over. And that, I think that the setting that we have with the island and lots of space around it made for a good family gathering place, or a hub for all of our friends. And naturally, of course, when we do that, everybody wants to know and see and learn everything about it. And so it's been a conversation piece too for everything that we did to get there. And I think that's probably the main thing that we love about it.
Well, the kitchen truly is the heart of the home, and I love hearing the story and the journey of your kitchen being featured in the magazine. You can see this magazine online at Colorado's Best Kitchens, coloradosbestkitchens.com. There's digital versions of the magazine. So if you want to see for yourself, for our listeners, you can check it out. And it's just marvelous. It's a marvelous kitchen. So thank you both, Leroy and Holly, for joining me on this dream house, talking about your experience with Colorado's Best Kitchens magazine. What a wonderful thing for you guys to be able to share your kitchen and your remodel, your dream remodel, with our listeners. And everyone, thank you for joining us today on the episode. We had we had Tina from Girls, Gears, and Beers, and now make sure you check her out if you're interested in mountain biking. She is the pro. And finally, thank you to our show sponsor, Appliance Factory and Mattress Kingdom. Check them out at appliancefactory.com. If you need an appliance, maybe you need a whole kitchen remodel. Maybe you want your kitchen featured in Colorado's Best Kitchens magazine. Check them out. They're the experts, and they'll give you a hand. All right, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.